Evenings in Germany's nightlife spots intoxicated young people. What's dangerous is that they're out of it. It messes you up. Laughing gas is becoming increasingly popular. I decide when I want to be high and when I don't. But doctors warn against this recreational drug. It's an anesthetic, and it shouldn't be for public consumption. Frankfurt just after 8 p.m. People are getting warmed up for a long night out with alcohol, and increasingly often laughing gas. You can buy it at the store or at any 7-Eleven. I've done it a few times. What was it like? Great. It really messes you up. You really feel it. It's easy for partygoers to get their hands on the drug. The canisters can be bought legally over the counter. Yeah, we sell them. In what sizes? 2 kilos. Small ones. The medium ones cost 20 euros. The gas is inhaled via balloon, and in just a few seconds it can cause feelings of intoxication, mild hallucinations, euphoria, and fits of giggles. How does it feel? You feel a bit lightheaded. Okay, it doesn't last long. It's like crack, but it doesn't make you addicted. You empty the bottle, and then it's usually over. We just use it recreationally. It's basically an anesthetic. The anesthetic is now widely used as a party drug in many German cities, like here in Cologne. It's really toxic. Really? Well, it's not a drug or anything. It's nitrogen. You get it at the dentist, so you don't feel any pain. It relaxes you. They tell us the effect only lasts 30 seconds. It's expensive fun, says one guy. He tells us one bottle costs 25 euros. Nitrous oxide canisters can cost between 10 euros and 80 euros in the store and online. The problem is that because laughing gas, as it's commonly known, is used as a medical anesthetic and for foaming cream in the kitchen, it's not covered by Germany's Narcotic Drugs Act. It can be sold and consumed legally. What's dangerous is that they're out of it. They do things they don't want to. They fall over a lot because they're so off their heads. We meet Pi in Frankfurt. She also enjoys getting high this way. She doesn't want to be identified. Recently, the 21-year-old has been consuming laughing gas on an almost daily basis. It kind of numbs your body at first, then you feel better, and it's like a stimulant. It's a nice effect. A small park not far from Frankfurt City Center, a popular meeting place for young people. Pi also often comes here with friends or on her own. I often come here to take laughing gas. It's near a store where I buy it. There are other people here using laughing gas or drinking alcohol. I drank for a while, and then I wanted to stop because of the hangover the next day and all that. That was when I tried laughing gas for the first time, and the effect is short-lived. So I decide when I want to be high and when I don't, and I can also control how I feel the day after. The 21-year-old had her first laughing gas high 10 months ago. Since then, she's consumed it regularly. Now, she hardly goes a day without it, and the quantity is also increasing. We buy a 2 kilograms canister, and if we feel like it, we buy 1 or 2 more small ones too. That's quite a few balloons in an evening. A total of about 100, if not more. How long does that take? It takes a few hours if you really savor it. If you chill out, it takes time. Laughing gas can lead to psychological dependence if used regularly. Powie does laughing gas to forget her worries and the stress of everyday life. She says what was initially about curiosity and having fun with friends has turned into an addiction. When I started spending all my money on laughing gas, I slowly realized I had a problem because I just couldn't control it anymore. Even though I didn't have any money, I was still using it and getting into debt and having other problems. Aschaffenburg, 40 kilometers from Frankfurt. Jonathan also had his first experience with laughing gas a few years ago. Like many young people, he came across legal and illegal substances while partying with friends. At some point, laughing gas came into the equation. For me, it was usually when I was already a bit drunk and was already buzzed. It was about going a bit further, taking something else, just doing something funny together. I don't know. There was no particular occasion when I thought, now I need laughing gas. Yannick is the manager of one of the busiest clubs in the city. He organizes parties, especially for young people. Jonathan is a regular here. For some time, Yannick has noticed a rise in the popularity of laughing gas as a recreational drug. We've been asked whether we can sell it Or put on something like a laughing gas party, for example. And because we have a smoking room with 2 different areas, whether we can make a laughing gas room, they're just selling laughing gas. I said, absolutely not. Laughing gas is not a new party drug. Jonathan started using it 8 or 9 years ago when he was 13. First, he tried alcohol at parties, then other drugs. Eventually, he discovered laughing gas. He consumed nitrous oxide from cartridges like this one, which were actually for whipping cream. There was a small device you could order on Amazon for €8 or €9, and it was a bit bigger than this capsule. You put the capsule in, there was a spike at the top and the middle, which pierced it when you screwed it shut, and you could then fit the balloon around the top. Then you filled the balloon and used the gas. We didn't have big ones like these back then, apart from at the occasional rave, when now and then there might be someone with those really big ones from the dentist or somewhere, or maybe from the black market. Otherwise, it was these little ones back then. Nitrous oxide canisters are now part of going out partying at the weekend in many cities. As Yannick has noticed, at the entrance, he tries to confiscate them to stop his young party guests getting high in his club. He thinks the party drug is dangerous. I would definitely see it as more dangerous than alcohol. With alcohol, you can tell at some point that a person is way too drunk. But with laughing gas, those 30 seconds to a minute, you don't know what's going to happen. Sometimes they just pass out. I've seen it myself because I was sitting there once. I didn't consume it myself, but I've seen friends who were just suddenly completely out of it. With alcohol, you just don't give them any more. In recent years, German health experts have seen a bigger jump in the use of laughing gas than of any other intoxicating substances. Many young people see it as a completely harmless party drug. The laughing gas trend is also fueled by social media. Young people film themselves using laughing gas and then post videos. It looks funny and harmless. The dangers are not apparent to potential copycats. In Frankfurt, social workers from the Safe Party People Project are dealing with more and more young people who have problems with laughing gas. They used to mainly deal with other drug addiction problems. However, they know that nitrous oxide can also lead to addiction. The people that come to us always have an addiction problem. They no longer have any control over the amount they consume or how long they use it. In some cases, people come here with physical damage such as paralysis or numbness, mainly in the arms. Drug treatment centers, such as the Safe Party People, offer support and social care. Most young people don't know how to shake off their addiction. People don't come here because they're doing so well, but because they want to change. But it's frustrating seeing people repeatedly failing to actually make that change. There are no concrete figures on nitrous oxide consumption in Germany. However, according to a representative survey of young people, around 17% of them said they had used laughing gas, and the trend is rising. Giggling teenagers, colorful laughing gas canisters, and black balloons are now an integral part of life in the nightlife districts in German cities. And many young people find laughing gas appealing in contrast to alcohol because they believe they can control the length of time that they feel intoxicated. Jonathan in Aschaffenburg sought help. After a good year, he's now clean, but he still knows exactly how he started. That was one of the places where people met up at the weekend, especially on Friday and Saturday evenings, drank, and then also inhaled laughing gas. Although he was still a minor at the time, it was no problem for him and his buddies to get hold of laughing gas. Jonathan shows us how it works. First of all, this is a canister. There's a white cap on top, which you have to remove. Then you have a mouthpiece which comes with it and is separately packaged. You can screw that on the top here. Just don't screw it too far. I can show you. If you do, some gas will be released. Then take a balloon. Put it on top here. And then when you turn the thing again, you can fill this balloon. Then you turn it back a little and your balloon's ready. Now you would breathe out deeply and then inhale as much as you can in one breath. And then breathe in and out of the balloon until you can't take it anymore. The gas is distributed in the lungs within a few seconds. And the less oxygen there is in the lungs, the greater the intoxicating effect of the nitrous oxide. And how does it feel done? You feel as if something is flooding through you, a tingling all over your body. Your perception changes. Your eyes flicker. Things sound differently. Your field of vision changes a little. And you can't stop laughing the first few seconds because everything feels so funny and new. And then at some point that subsides and you're left feeling a bit dazed, and a minute later it's all over. However, the desire to inhale more frequently and for longer grows quickly, and they're soon trapped in a spiral of addiction, including Yonatan. Back in Frankfurt, it's Wednesday at 3 p.m. Nora and Tobias from the nonprofit project Safe Party People are on their way to a popular meeting place for young people in the city center. This is a place our clients regularly frequent, where they come to consume too. They usually get a bottle from the store and start inhaling, or somehow everyone gets hold of their own balloon. The canisters can be bought in many stores around the square. To buy alcohol and cigarettes, you usually have to show ID, but not for laughing gas. Some stores even openly advertise it. Do you sell laughing gas? Yeah,